So the plan here initially was to build this as a patina bike, but I've made the executive decision that it's going to get stripped, and the reason for that is the more I look at the bike, I'll take you a little tour in a minute, the more I look at the bike, the more I'm finding with it, the more I'm not going to be happy with it if I rebuild it like that. So it's going to have to come down to bare bones. So the first thing really, if we come up to the wiring harness, I had an idea I was going to have to replace this anyway, but I mean, look at that, it's just literally snapping in my fingers, so there's no way we could rebuild it like that. We're going to have to replace these wires. In fact, we're going to have to replace the wiring harness. One of the things where I do expect problems is up in here, and particularly how brittle this has become. So that needs to come out. Up in here, the steering column, I mean, I'd have to strip this anyway because we need to check all the bearings and stuff in here or replace them. So it's going to have to come off. This obviously needs to come out. The suspension, I mean, look at it, it's needing a good service. So again, these are all going to have to come out the forks. A lot of these plugs need to be replaced, and even in the inside here, I would be happier with this. Although it's very light corrosion, I'd be happier with it blasted out. It looks like there's been a bit of battery acid spilled in here. Yeah, it's solid enough, but I would like to make that good, that part good. And there's things like, I mean, the foot pegs, we've loosened them off, but they're actually bent. The footrest hanger, this is actually bent, so I'm going to have to straighten that. This is actually bent, so again, I'm going to have to straighten it. I'd be happier taking the engine out and giving it a good service, getting the clutch covers and cleaning the centrifugal filters out and stuff. So although we've rebuilt the carb, it's not going to do any harm anyway. These are notoriously unreliable, so we'll put a more modern one in. Shock absorbers, they'll need to be replaced. I don't know what's caused this. It's probably been overheating at some point. It's obviously close to the exhaust, but it shouldn't actually melt it like that. These are just dried out with the sun. Back wheel is good. The back wheel's, you know, and feels okay there. Obviously the cable's gubbed, but I think I would feel happier, you know, even like checking the swing arm bushes and things, or replacing them. So I think I'd feel happier just pulling it apart and either getting it powder coated or painted. There's no point in not doing that, not at this stage anyway. I think to rebuild it back the way it is just would be a waste of, not a waste of time, but I think we could just improve it and at the same time try and hold its character. I know a bike is only original once, but I just wouldn't be happy rebuilding it with stuff like this going on with it. So that's where we're at, and I think today we'll just get her stripped right down. I've started ordering some parts for her. Some of the parts I'm going to find really quite hard to get, and I don't know if any of my American cousins can maybe help me out here, because I need things like this little bush under here, this little rubber under here, and I need the rubber that goes under the speedometer. And the other thing I need is that there's a grey vinyl cover goes on here, and it's little Dutch clips. Now I could make that, I suppose, but I don't know if they're even, I don't think they're available anymore, but I'll probably just make it. So maybe if somebody would kindly give me the dimensions of it, and I can order some vinyl and just get it run up in the sewing machine. So yeah, that's where we're at. I think I feel happier knowing that at least everything's going to be checked right out on her, and any sort of mild corrosion is going to be treated. And I'm hoping when she's rebuilt it won't take away the character from the bike. That's us, so let's get on with it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? Right, that chain will need to get replaced for sure. Oh, look at that. So I need to just be careful. I don't want to destroy them on the way through really easily. Right, try that. There's a few come through there, I think. There's another one too. It'd be good fun to get another one in. Did you take that off and then tack it back on? Probably could. Well, you'd need to do it with the forks off, so probably no. Probably not be bothered with it. Well, it should go in. That's it. There's not a tab holding that, is there? There is a tab there.
That's a wee tab as well.
Right.
I'll not turn it with a tab.
No, definitely not. Right, try that.
It'll go easy now.
Yeah.
Million ball bearings.
Probably. Oh, the magnets. Would you?
Yeah, I should have got a with that one.
Oh, shit. What are we?
So your bottom one's a bit.
I'll get the bottom ones before.
There's 19 because there's 18 there and there's one moved.
There's one away. I feel like we're on this bench somewhere, so we'll find it. Just getting used to it. Right, that's that.
Oh. You ready?
Aye.
Right, sit it down on that wood if you can.
Sit. It's on the wood.
Yeah, I need a drift.
can't hold that and get a drift on it.
Yeah,
Use this.
I'm trying to think what I've got for a drift, but
Use
it's coming out easy. Oh.
I know it's easy enough to come. There we go. Okay, so that's probably it for part one. We've got the bike completely dismantled now. I feel a bit happier that it's going to be done a bit more thoroughly than it was in the beginning. So part two will be the cleaning up process. We'll begin the pre-clean-up process, refurbishing the parts. We've already rebuilt the front wheel, which I'll include in the next video, and the seat and the carb, stuff like that. And I'll make a start on the frame and the other components. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have and you haven't subscribed, please think about it. Meantime, look after yourself, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.